All right, well, we officially signed our life away. Now the question is, are they gonna accept the offer? So we came in at a solid price. There's already another offer on the house, but there's a contingency on that offer, and that's whether or not this couple that made the offer sells their house.
By June 21st.
By June 21st. So they have 72 hours to say, yes, we'll buy the house, even if we don't sell our other house, or drop the contingency.
I hope they don't take 72 hours to decide that. I hope it's like a immediate, if we can't have the contingency, we don't want to keep the offer in on the house. I hope. Or I hope it's like immediately, yes, we'll drop the contingency. I hope we don't have to sit here and wait for 3 days. Is that 3 days?
Yeah, 72 hours.
Yeah, that's 3 days. That would be rough.
For
like waiting for things.
Yeah, that'd be rough for Rachel.
You don't really care.
No.
Well, you don't really care about buying the house anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those deals for me. It's like, if we get it, it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna work out great. If we don't get it, well, then it wasn't for us. So.
I guess. I mean, that's a great way to look at it.
I think it's a good attitude to have that way, because
I'm
not too invested in the house, so it's like, no big deal if we don't get it.
I'm invested in the idea of the house. I'm invested in like being settled in there when we bring our new baby home. And I can't expect you to understand that, because I think that's like a pregnancy thing, like a nesting thing. Like you want your ducks in a row, you want your life squared away when you bring your baby home, or else you feel like you're bringing it home into this chaotic living situation, and I just don't want that. Like I need peace for myself, like moving forward with this pregnancy and knowing that like my life is going to be somewhat settled when I bring the baby home. That's like where I'm at, and I don't have that feeling right now. If that's become clear to me, like I've been on the fence about like, yeah, we could live here another 9 months, and that's if we are on a perfect timeline for building our home. We would move in 9 months, and it's like I was kind of wavering between that being fine and like, yeah, I really would prefer us to have another place. Well, within the last month, that's definitely shifted to like, I really want to be in our own place before this all goes down. Before we have 3 under 2. I just know it's going to make my life a lot easier, or I feel like it will. Anyway, I had to like really explain that and express that to Brad, because he was just so like, what would you call your attitude about like this whole house hunting?
I think that's my whole
attitude on life.
Yeah, it's my whole attitude on life.
Not ho-hum, but like,
cavalier.
Yeah, and so I had to be like, this means a lot to me, so it should mean a lot to you. I mean, we had a real come to Jesus meeting, just trying to figure out where we stood and like how badly we as a collective couple, where we balance each other a little bit. I'm up here, he's down here, so we're, you know.
So basically we made the compromise that if we do end up buying this house, then we're gonna put building our own dream home on the table for at least another year.
Right, because the big hang up on actually buying a house right now is that Brad was like, financially that's really stupid, because if we only own it for a year, we're just not investing enough into it for it to be worth all of the fees and everything that come with purchasing a home. And I get that, but I'm at the point where I'm willing to spend money on living in our own home. Like, I'm not doing this to make money on real estate. That's definitely not my goal. Or to even break even. And I would just look at any loss as the cost of living in our own space for this time frame. So, but to Brad's point, if the longer we stay in it, potentially the more benefit we have out of actually making the purchase. So, it's a lot to think about.
What do you guys think? Junebug? What do you think? Boo Bear?
I will say that I have owned 2 properties, and I've never made money on either one of them. I've never made money on real estate.
No?
No.
Not even your condo that you owned for 4 years?
No, and I haven't lost a lot of money on real estate either. It's been, South Carolina was really close to a break even for us price-wise. That meant we ended up spending a lot of money, you know, on like the fees and stuff,
right.
Closing costs and things. But, and then the condo, I can't remember what I bought it and what I sold it for, but I know I sold it for a little less than what I bought it for.
Yeah, it
so
wasn't much though.
I've never like been in a position where I'm like, yeah, let's invest in this property, make some money. And that's not how I feel about this house either. I just like, I like it for us as a place to live.
Right.
Still, but you're kind of looking at it more financially.
Right,
I'm looking
totally.
at it emotionally.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's the thing. I'm more comfortable being in her parents' house than she is, so. I mean, it's just,
That's not, I mean.
Well, it's not, no, it's not because of your parents.
No, not at all. Like, I don't want this to come off as like we're not happy with our living situation. What do you think it boils down to? Just
wanting our own space, wanting the entire house to be childproof, not having to worry about if the kids break something, not having to worry about like when we wake them up in the morning, we can like let them run around and be free. And
or like Dad, I feel like Dad, like when he's in his office in the morning, Bear's room is directly underneath him, and so I think he feels a little awkward in the morning. Like the other day he was like, I got a phone call really early in the morning and I think it might have woken Bear up. So I think he is like conscious of that too. So.
But that's funny because he's like, he doesn't want us to move. Like he wants us to stay.
He would never say we're inconveniencing him, but like maybe beneath the surface, like there are things, and that's what I'm thinking about is like, are we annoying them by leaving sippy cups everywhere and you know, stuff like that.
Right.
It's a lot.
You want me to pull that for now?
Yes, I'm out of breath. Rusty!
What? Rusty, you didn't catch that squirrel?
Dang it.
Shocker.
Next time, buddy. You'll get it next time.
Hey, we need to treat him for ticks.
Yeah, we do.
We did what, heartworm yesterday?
No, we did the ticks, fleas and ticks yesterday. Heart guard is tonight.
Oh, okay.
Too much at once. He gets the wrong. It's really bad.
Your hair kind of looks blue right there. Did you use like a purple shampoo or something?
Yeah, I always use purple shampoo. Huh. It takes away the brassy tones. Is it looking blue?
Yeah.
Huh.
One day later, the bubble maker is still a very big hit. They fight over it, so might have to get another one. And then this drain, so obviously all the rain comes here, drains here, and it's backed up, like when it rains. So these kids just have a huge puddle to play in. I'll have to insert a couple of pictures, maybe a video of them playing in it today.
Oh, Blue Bear, that's deep. Well, Bear. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Junie, you're all wet. Whoa!
Hi, baby bear. Hi, baby bear. Oh, I'm probably had my hands over the mic. Hey, buddy. All right. What's the latest?
This is...
I don't like doing this.
This is stressing me out.
You seriously? You're stressed?
Yes.
How?
Because you're like different than me on what I want to do. I just have...
Because I'm like different than you.
I have this mental block about paying like full asking price for a house.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Exactly. He described it perfectly. It was a mental block. So we are at probably 96 or 97% of a full asking price currently. And we found out that there's yet another offer. So there are 3 offers on the table. One that they've already accepted that has the contingency that they're still allowed to drop. And then another new one that we know is higher than ours.
So, the agent came back and was like, well, I have to let you guys know that there's another offer. You will have a chance to give your best and final. So, we decided it's worth it. It's worth it to us.
What happened first? You said...
Well, okay, so first I replied with...
No,
well,
hold on. What did we discuss?
Evidently, I don't remember what we discussed. But I thought, I mean, we put in a darn solid offer. And so I thought that was going to get the house for sure. Well, anyway, so I texted her. I'm like, well, what we offered is our best and final. We'll keep our fingers crossed. Let us know.
Without discussing that with me whatsoever.
Well, we talked about it.
No.
But Rachel didn't.
Never said that.
I knew that it was our best and final. Rachel did not. Because
it's not.
For some reason, I'm the one in like contact, communication.
She's the one you're the one she's communicating with.
Yeah.
She's not coming to me for this stuff. So of course I'm not in communication with her.
Yeah. So anyway, so then I texted her.
Look at that.
Like I told Rachel what I texted and she's like, what? We never discussed that. Like I thought we did.
Definitely not.
So anyway, texted her back and so we went in full asking our best and final offer. What do you think, honey?
I feel like the other offer, or their agent is gonna give them the same opportunity to come in with their best and final. I don't know if they're gonna tell them that we're at full ask now or what, but I feel like if they're higher than us, really the only way to go for them is to the full ask price. So I think we're both gonna come in at full ask price and then I don't know what. Then they'll have to come back to us and say, give us your best again. And then, after all this, the people that have the original offer are gonna drop their contingency and get the house for less than everybody else is offering.
Quite possibly.
Go, 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 go. That's what I predict will happen. Whoa. It was a dark and stormy night.
A perfect date night.
Oh my goodness.
Just stay inside and smell the cilantro.
Smell the fresh cilantro. Mmm.
Don't some people have...
What are we making?
Don't some people have like an enzyme where they think
They
it
think it
smells better? Tastes like soap.
Yeah, they think it tastes like soap.
I feel sorry for them.
I wonder if they're the same people that can't smell their asparagus pea.
That's a good question to Google.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should do that.
I'm sure it's different. Let us know if you can smell your asparagus pea. Or if you think cilantro tastes like soap. For real, what are we having?
So we are having some pork tenderloin tonight. We are doing a HelloFresh meal.
Yay!
You know, they send that 6-step, easy to follow picture guide, all these fresh, seasonal ingredients. I mean, I could smell this all night.
Yeah, it's amazing that they can keep this meat cold. I mean, the package is super insulated and there's ice packs in there, so it's...
Exactly, and they deliver it to your door every week. It's pretty awesome.
It is. So I think the best thing about HelloFresh is that the meals aren't fussy. They're really simple. So you can really step out of your comfort zone, try new recipes without it being like a ridiculously involved meal. So my mom recently went on a mission trip to Puerto Rico. Huge difference. And while she was there, she was on the trip with this guy who was vegan, mostly vegan. He eats ice cream. Can't blame him there.
That's legit, yeah.
So anyway, she came back she was vegan before for like a year or two. And she came back with this like rejuvenated, I want to be vegan again. So we might actually switch to not necessarily vegan, but they have a vegetarian plan. They have like family meal plans, classic meal plans, vegetarian meal plans, so you can switch it up. Even if you're not vegetarian, it's sometimes just like nice to switch up your recipes.
Yeah, I mean, we usually always do the family plan because it's just so much food we can share with Dennis and Barb.
It's pretty awesome. We've never been disappointed, but I think next time we'll do the vegetarian and see what mom thinks about that now that she's been on this like veggie kick. So
HelloFresh is now from $6.99 per serving. No wonder it's America's #1 meal kit.
Not only is it a super reasonably priced meal kit, you can get $80 off your first month with HelloFresh by using our promo code BradandRach80. That is 8 free meals.
So go to HelloFresh.com and enter promo code BradandRach80.